Get 10 with the facts, no cap, just stats. Today I'm going to be predicting the round 16 of the second leg of the Champions League. Let's get started. Let's start with Arsenal versus Leverkusen. The game ended in a 1-1 tie. Leverkusens were up first by Robert Endrick, and then Kai had a 90-minute PK. In my opinion, Arsenal is too focused on the Premier League, but in my opinion, they have the right to focus on the Premier League because they haven't won it in 30 years, but they're not focused on the Champions League. And in that case, I don't think Arsenal is going to go far, and I think Leverkusen will knock them out. The game probably will end 2-1, maybe 3-1 Leverkusen. Yes, I know Leverkusen is the underdog and all that, but Leverkusen is a strong team, and we saw in the first leg how Arsenal was playing haram ball, as most of you say that phrase, that they sit back all game. And in this case, I think Leverkusen will beat Arsenal at Emirates 1-0, maybe 2-1. Second game we have is Chelsea versus PSG. If you saw this game, you probably think it's the best game in the first leg. The game ended 5-2 to PSG, even though at one point the game was tied 2-2. It was neck to neck. PSG scored, Chelsea scored. PSG scored, Chelsea scored. But it's not over. The second leg is being played at Stamford Bridge. If you don't know anything about Stamford Bridge, there's a lot of comeback that happened. And in this case, back in 2014, PSG beat Chelsea 3-1. And Chelsea came back at Stamford Bridge to beat them 2-0 and to win on away goals.
To the throw. Towards the head of Cahill. He's found Louise and shot! Blocked by Alex. Hit first time. That's been a credit chance for Bayern.
But do I think Chelsea is going to come back? No. Next game we're going to be talking about is Barca versus Newcastle. This game was 50-50. Even though Newcastle had more shots on target, the game ended up in a tie. 1-1. A beautiful tap-in from Harvey Barnes and the comeback from Lamine Yamal. But the second leg is being played at the Camp Nou. But even if it's not being played at the Camp Nou, this is an easy prediction. I think the sweet story is over and then Newcastle will exit. And I think the score of this game is going to be way opposite of the first leg. There's going to be a lot of goals. Maybe 3-0 to Barca, maybe 3-1. Next game we're going to be talking about is Galatasaray versus Liverpool. Liverpool lost this game 1-0 away. Coming from a Liverpool fan, we haven't really been at our best. We're 6th in the Prem and we only won 14 games and we lost 9. We're not the best team, but we have the best players. And if you're coming to Anfield, you should be shook. A lot of comebacks happen at that stadium. The famous 4-0 against Barca. Corner taking quickly, Origi.
Liverpool 3-0. Corner taken quickly, Origi! Yeah!
I think Liverpool will advance 3-1 Liverpool. Next match I'm going to be talking about is Atalanta versus Bayern. I'm not going to talk a lot about this game. The first leg ended 6-1 to Bayern and they played away. And if the second leg is in Munich, I think the score of both legs will be 10-1, maybe 11-1. Oh, and if I haven't mentioned it, I think Bayern will advance. Next match I'm going to be talking about is Bodø Glimt versus Sporting. I don't know what the fuck happened, but Sporting lost 3-0. Yes, Sporting's home next leg, but from what we saw from the first leg, I think this game is over. Bodø Glimt is too good for Sporting. They might even put another 3 in them. With no doubt, Bodø Glimt will advance. Man City versus Real Madrid. What a game. Actually, let me phrase this. What a game from Valverde. 3 goals, hat-trick in the first half. I've been talking about this guy in almost every video that I've made. This guy is underrated. This guy can shoot from outside the box. This guy can defend. This guy can create. This guy can shoot. And Man City was nowhere to be found. And in my opinion, if Pep wants to come back the second leg at home, he should start Marmoush. He should attack more. Because if you watch this game, we did not see Man City attack until the last 50 minutes of the game when Marmoush came on. Now, what will happen in the second leg for Man City at home? Will they come back? It's possible. But this is Real Madrid. Real Madrid were the underdog, if you don't know that. And they came and they scored 3 in the first half. Well, Verdi came and scored 3 in the first half. Will Man City come back? No. But will they win? Yes, they will win 2-1, maybe 3-1. Saving the best for last, Atletico Madrid versus Tottenham. Tottenham lost 5-0. They got spanked by Atletico Madrid, but they were playing away. And I have 3 friends that have no faith in Tottenham. But I'm telling you right now, Atletico love to defend. And if they're up 3-0, and if they're up 3 goals, they're going to play defense the whole game. And I promise you, and I'm looking you in the eyes right now, and you know who I'm talking to right now. I'm not going to say names. They're going to come back and they're going to beat Atletico and this game is going to go to extra time, and they're going to come back, and Tottenham will advance. But Tottenham got nothing to lose. They're about to get relegated in the Prem. They shouldn't focus on anything. Their only focus is that game, and they're going to play home. I promise you, Tottenham will advance. Thank you for watching. This was K10.